Mike. All right, here we go. All right, what's up, guys? Monday, December the 5th, 2022. What's going on? Chris Phillips here, the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. Appreciate you all tuning in. A lot to get into here on this Monday, a busy Monday, as the transfer portal is officially, it is open. The portal going crazy, and I would like to go ahead and get it out there and refute any rumors that might be out there. No, I am not entering the transfer portal. Let's see. I see Travi, Brennan M., William Luttrell, Luke Davis, Let There Be Slam, Stephen Boyle Jr., let's see, John Edward, Luke Davis again, Ethan McCarthy, Todd Smith. What's up? Appreciate you all tuning in, guys. I have no idea if Facebook is down. On my end, it says Facebook is rolling. If Facebook is down, then I don't know. I guess that's how we're rocking today. Has a mind of its own, Travi. Has a mind of its own. We are live on YouTube. That I know for sure because I see all your comments. I will go and I will share this link on Facebook. I mean, again, I guess it looks like we might be down on Facebook. I don't know. Either way, whatever. It is what it is. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Pulling up Facebook now. It looks like Facebook itself might be down because I'm actually trying to load up our Facebook page and it is not working. So I think Facebook itself might be, my Facebook page won't even load, like the business Facebook page. So we're rocking on YouTube today, which is fine, which is good, which is the I would say the platform that I would say you probably should rock with and should roll with and should tune into. I would say the best platform in my opinion. No shade to Facebook at all, but I mean, is what it is. Most dependable, I'd say. Anyways, really excited, guys, to chat with you. A lot going on. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls, 843-790-3377. I'm literally trying to post the link to Facebook, and it's like not even letting me. So I think Facebook is having some issues today. I think Facebook is having issues. So be it. Anyways, we will continue to rock and roll here on this Monday, December the 5th, 2022. And again, this is why you should be flexible and be able to roll with the punches. So, Tom, what's up, man? Carolina Cigars in the house. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Jonathan Lee.
Jonathan Lee, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Not much, just hanging out. What's up?
Just enjoying this beautiful rainy day here in the upstate. Wanted to ask you, though, if we have any word yet on any players that might not be playing in our next bowl game, the Gator Bowl against Notre Dame. We're just going ahead and doing picks at work and stuff for bowl games. Yeah. We have to have it in by the 10th. And I was like, man, I kind of want to wait to see if anybody sits out or plays.
Well, I don't think Cam Smith is going to play. I think Cam Smith is out. He, he did sign with an agent, so I believe his college career is over. Apparently, we're just getting some breaking news, by the way, that Austin Stogner has entered the transfer portal. So I guess he won't be playing either. So that is a little bit surprising. I did not see that coming today. Outside of those guys, I'm not 100% sure, man, to be totally honest with you. I wouldn't expect any. I mean, Shane Beamer said yesterday that he's not expecting anybody. Everybody says they want to play. So I think, Rattler's already said he's going to play. I'd imagine Wells will play. But I mean, I think that's one of those things, man, that, they begin bowl practice next Thursday, the 15th. So, I mean, certainly if you got to have your picks in by the 10th, I would imagine within the next week, guys will make their intentions pretty clear. But I don't think we should have a ton of guys that, unless you're a portal guy, I just don't think we should have a ton of guys that, that'll be sitting out. So impact guys, at least. Impact guys. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And that's good to hear. I do know that Notre Dame announced it already that their quarterback is transferring, their second string quarterback. So we'll be going against a third string quarterback with them. But I didn't know if maybe Notre Dame might have some guys that are elected to sit out or whatnot that might increase our chances, bud.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a couple of dudes. I mean, again, they're kind of everybody's dealing with the same thing, right? And especially with the portal opening today, we'll have to just see. We'll have to see who who leaves, who sits out, whatever. So everybody's dealing with it. But I'm not giving a pick 3 weeks, 4 weeks for the game. But I mean, dude, hey, why not roll with the Cox, man? The Cox are hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
that's right, man. And I just also want to give you a shout out, bud. You're doing a great job. I enjoy listening to the show. I'm on it almost every day, watching it while I'm at work, and it really helps you get through work when you're able to hear some good information about Carolina and stuff. So I appreciate what you do, bud.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the call as well.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Take care. Great stuff from Jonathan Lee. And, yeah, that's breaking news while we're literally on the phone lines. Austin Stogner has entered the transfer portal. And I would say this, guys. While it's a little bit surprising, everybody has their own reasons. It's not like Stog had a great year this year. It's not like he was really used. And I would just say this, guys, and I shouldn't have to say this, but with the portal going crazy, I just will, right? And again, I appreciate you all tuning in. If you're in the Big Cock Club Discord, have the TDC Questions channel, and we can discuss it further. And I'll get into that more in just a second, because, again, this is a topic that I do want to discuss. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Will from Dirty Myrtle.
Will, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
First and foremost, want to say I'm pretty happy with that Gator Bowl, man. I was expecting to be the whatever the Outback Bowl is now. It's pretty cool that we got the Gator Bowl against Notre Dame. I think that's a better matchup than pulling Illinois.
Yeah, it's definitely a more notable matchup. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's definitely a more notable matchup. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I'm going to the game. I'm sure you are too. I'm definitely gonna go. Other than that, I've seen a lot of rhetoric. I texted you last night about the Mullen thing. Now, the dude Goose that has predicted some things correctly in the past, not everything, said that it's a done deal. Have you heard anything else? Have you heard anything else about that?
Per the Goose,
or is that just
the Goose? we are literally. It's that, like, the Goose is the peak of per sources season, eyeball emoji season. Like, we're literally going off of the word of a goose account. Literally a goose, a human being with a goose profile picture. That's who we're basing this off of. He might be right. I may have to trust the Goose, but it's just it is funny. It's if you can't laugh at that, then I don't know what to tell you. But
I think it would be a good get, though, man. I would be super excited about getting Mullen just because of his pedigree and what he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It would be a good get. I don't know if it's true or not, but I kind of hope it is. I kind of want a guy in place before the bowl game. Not that he's going to be able to implement his offense, but maybe just to have a face there so it can help with recruiting. But I know Beamer's not going to rush anything.
Yeah, if I had to guess,
see if you heard anything.
No, I mean I haven't heard anything concrete. I mean, there's definitely a lot of smoke around the Mullen thing, which I'd be down for it. I think it'd be an extremely intriguing hire. You know, if you're here's the thing. And I'm not putting limiting beliefs or expectations on the 2023 season or for the future kind of football, but if you're not going to win a championship, you know what the second best thing to be is? Interesting. And I tell you what, hiring Dan Mullen would make Carolina football very interesting next year. And especially, I think if you hire Dan Mullen, Rattler's 110% back, because I think you bring in Mullen to shape and to mold Spencer Rattler, you know, to get the most out of him. Obviously, he's like a quarterback whisperer, basically. So, I mean, it would be an incredibly intriguing hire. I don't think Mullen's a guy, and we don't know. We're just making assumptions here. But, I would imagine Mullen probably wants to be a head coach, and it might just kind of be wishful thinking. But, I mean, it would be incredibly intriguing, even if it's just like a 2 or 3 year thing. I mean, it'd be wild. Yeah. So it'd be wild. I mean, dude, it would be,
I think that's what it would be.
Yeah, it'd be a good position to be in when you've got a coordinator that's good enough to be a head coach. That's, I mean, I know fans get a little uncomfortable when they see, Clayton White and Pete Limbo and others getting courted. And it's like, well, it's a compliment. Like, we have coaches good enough. Alabama, they have coaches that come in and out year in, year out. Well, it's because they have great coaches. It's a great coaches. You know what I mean? Yep. So, yeah, I mean, I think it'd be incredible, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't have any groundbreaking, earth-shattering information here for you. I'm kind of following the goose just as you are, my guy. So I don't know.
keep your ears to the ground for us, man, in case you
Yes.
hear something coming. Let us know.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hop up off here, man. Later then.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for the call. And guys, I want to say this. Thank you all so much for continuing to roll with the punches. We got a new interface on the way that will be here tomorrow. First time I've upgraded since 2019. This one I've got right here, really nice, but it's like the second gen. This is the third gen, and it's like a huge upgrade. So we should not have, fingers crossed, we should not have any more issues in regards to mic cutting in and out, the sound overload to the interface, stuff like that. But well deserved, a little bit overdue, probably upgrade, but just felt like it was time to do so. Anyways, big news that just happened. Austin Stogner hit the portal. Let's jump back to the phone lines. Phone lines are buzzing. Hunter, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
So, what you think about the Orange Bowl? You ready for Clemson to get that ass whooped by Tennessee?
I'm really happy to see Clem sucks in Tennessee in the Orange Bowl and in the Who's Your Daddy Bowl, and I'm excited to see Shane Beamer present the trophy to the winner.
Yeah, I mean they got to call that kind of bowl. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, it's the Beamer Ball Bowl. Yeah, for sure. It's the Beamer Ball Bowl.
But yeah, hopefully Spencer Rattler will, obviously stay for one more year. I mean, why not? I mean, you probably have better chances going into better teams in the NFL next year. You do a lot better than this year. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Early on, I was, if I had to guess, gun to head, I was saying that I thought Rattler would go to the NFL as things continue to progress. And that was purely a guess, by the way. But as things continue to progress and evolve, I don't know. I tend to think he might actually be coming back. He's playing in the bowl game, and I think if he throws for 400 yards and he hears something he maybe likes in the from draft guys, from NFL guys, he may make the jump. But I don't know, man. I tend to think maybe now I'm sort of wavering on it a bit. I think there's a good shot, just from things we've heard too behind the scenes, things I've heard from my people that there's a good chance he's back. So we'll see. It's going to be really interesting to follow. And yeah, I mean, I think another year obviously would benefit him greatly. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think if Rattler stays for one more year, I feel like Luke Doty's going to go on a transfer portal because I think he's not going to have a shot at all. Yeah.
If I mean, listen, if Rattler's back, Doty's in the portal, and again, you can't blame him, and it kind of leads me to what I was talking about earlier that this is the college fans just take this shit really personal, and so they see a guy like a Stog or if a Luke Doty was to transfer, they just see anybody. It hits hard, and
kind of like what happened with DJ. I mean, shit, Cade took his spot. Now he's going to support. So
yeah, and I mean, again, it's just it's guys that are bettering their own situations. Coaches do it all the time. I am glad that players have that opportunity, and I'm happy they have the power to better their own situations and take opportunities. And I think if you're opposed to that, you're against that, then I think you're kind of missing the mark. So.
That's all I needed. I'm at the drive-thru right now, so I can't. I'm almost up to the speaker box, so I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for the call. Great stuff. Those asking about Facebook, guys, I tried to go on Facebook and I couldn't even get on. So I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I don't see any Facebook comments. If you are somehow on Facebook and you're commenting, excuse me, I don't see anything. YouTube, best way to go. Or just give us a call, 843-790-3377. Of course, guys, as always, TDC brought to you by our friends over at PrizePicks. Go download the PrizePicks app, go to prizepicks.com. Use the promo code TSUS at sign up to receive a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. I could not spit that out. They got college sports, pro sports, anything and everything in between, guys. Be sure to check them out. So many fans and listeners of our show have made tons of money with our friends at PrizePicks. You should as well. Download the PrizePicks app, prizepicks.com, promo code TSUS at sign up to receive that deposit match up to $100. And again, we appreciate our friends over at PrizePicks for the love and support. Again, guys, big news. It just happened. Austin Stogner Austin Stogner has hit the portal, which I did not expect. I did not see that coming. This is breaking news, happened probably 10 minutes ago or so. Again, guys, you never know, you never know. I mean, guys, you don't want to assume this, but I mean, it literally could be a whole array of things. Austin Stogner could hate Columbia. He could just hate being in Columbia. He just may not like USC. Like, he may not like being there. For some guys, it's just not a fit. It doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make us a bad program. It's just some people, there's just not a fit. It's just not a fit. So, and that leads me to what I was talking about earlier is like, I understand that college fans take this shit really personally. Like, I get it, but the transfer portal, if a kid wants to utilize the transfer portal to better his own situation, either wish him well or just don't say anything, because you look like a straight up slapdick jackass when you're commenting and like, who is that? Or like when you're like damning their decision. It's like, bro, you have no idea. You're not behind closed doors. You don't know what's going on with the kid. Like, let them operate in peace. Let them operate in peace. It's their right. Coaches up and leave all the time, right? So if a guy like an Austin Stogner, if anybody, they want to hit the portal, take their talents elsewhere, hey, tip your cap, wish them well, and especially the guys that don't play. Especially the guys that don't play. Because while the common fan could never fathom, right, leaving the University of South Carolina, these guys want to play more than anything. It's not fun. There's no glory in sitting the bench. There's no glory in riding the bench. Doesn't matter what school you're at. Their loyalty is to playing and to getting an opportunity to play. So if you're in a position where you cannot play, you need to go. You need to better your own situation. So I think it's a great thing. And you certainly can't hate the portal. You certainly can't damn the transfer portal when South Carolina has directly benefited from it. Like, literally, you could argue there wasn't a program that benefited more than South Carolina when you look at what Spencer Rattler's edition and Antoine Wells' edition did for the program. So, again, man, I would just say my PSA, and I shouldn't have to say it, but either wish the guys well or just don't say anything. And I know my words will fall on deaf ears, but it's comical every single year when I post about transfer portal guys and I see the comments, who's that? Like just trying to throw shade. It's like, dude, just let them be. Just let them be. Let the dudes make their own decisions and let's keep it moving. So we wish them well. I appreciate them. Hey, thank you to those practice guys. Thank you to those guys that didn't play, that kept their heads down, that didn't get in trouble, that weren't a distraction for USC. I appreciate it. Truly, genuinely, I appreciate it. Anyways, I like I said, I feel like I'm gonna say that every year. I said that last year. I shouldn't have to say it, but it's just people are just idiots. I don't know. People are idiots, man. I don't know. Some people are idiots. Yeah, it is surprising though. Listen, it's surprising to see. It's surprising to see Austin Stogner into the portal. But I mean, you think about it. I mean, it's not like he had a great year and wasn't really utilized. And, again, he wants to better his own situation, then, so be it. Maybe he goes to Nebraska, right? Maybe he goes to Nebraska. Maybe he's a guy that follows Sad. I don't know. I will say this. A lot of you asking about, does this affect Rattler? I don't think so. I mean, again, Rattler was your starting quarterback, played every game, played every snap. Austin Stogner was very, very seldomly used. I just, you know what I mean? Like, again, everybody has their own situations. And Chris says, is it really a loss that Stogner is leaving? I mean, I would say yes. I mean, it's I would have been fine and I would have been happy with him staying, but, yeah, so. Anyways, guys, also in case you obviously noticed at this point, but now with the regular season in the books, right? This is the first Monday without the Roach King in quite a while. Regular season in the books, so there will be changes to the Daily Crow. We will continue. I will say I'm very excited to announce, proud to announce, I will continue to go on Inside the Gamecocks every Thursday with J.C. Sherbert and Phil Molinax at 11:30 a.m. every Thursday. And J.C. Sherbert will continue to come on these airwaves every Thursday at 1:15. Outside of that, it's going to be wide open. No more Steven Garcia until the bowl game. No more Alex McGrath until the bowl game. We're going to have Anthony Treishon one final time for the regular season this Wednesday, and then we may discuss within the bowl game. I'm not exactly sure. There's kind of some things behind the scenes in regards to Notre Dame that he can and can't talk about. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, but Sherbert will continue, and then no more Jake Crane until the bowl game, if you will, or the bowl game week. So, yeah, things are a little bit different now. Obviously, no Steven Garcia today, but, the beauty in that is, guys, is that TDC continues to rock, continues to roll, continues to thrive, whether we have daily guests on or not. So, let's see. Wow, how about this? I don't think they'll mind me saying this. How about this? What a move. What a move. A text I just got. So our friends over at Carolina Cigars, obviously, proud partner of the Spurs Up Show, they sent a box of Stogies to the facility to congratulate Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks football team, the football staff, all that good stuff. They sent a box of Stogies. They just sent me a picture that Shane Beamer hand wrote them, a thank you letter for the cigars. How about that? Isn't that cool, man? That's awesome, dude. That just speaks to Shane Beamer and the kind of guy he is. And that's incredible. People helping people, man. You love that. You love to see it. Let's see. Yes, Jeff Gullidge, the bowl game sim. Yes, I got to plan that. That'll take place soon. Probably not. Well, I don't know. This week would actually be good because this week's kind of wide open. I think it's exam week for USC. Basketball doesn't play until Sunday, men's and women's. So it's a pretty wide open week, honestly. Yeah. So maybe we'll do it this week. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I'll take a look at the schedule. I don't want to promise anything, but I'll take a look at the schedule and let you guys know what we're thinking. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways. Luke Davis, are you going to the bowl game? Yes, Luke. We actually just announced this morning our TSUS tailgate. We're actually partnering with our friends at Carolina Cigars. We are partnering with our friends at Carolina Cigars on a tailgate. We'll be in Lot J outside of the stadium in Jacksonville, 11 a.m. to kick off. So, yes, I will be in Jacksonville. I'll probably spend the week down there, honestly. The game is on Friday. I'd be down to get down there like Wednesday at the latest. So, Brett Butler says, my guy going to meet you in Jacksonville for an Irish pack. How about that? Let's go. Yes, absolutely. John, I have not bought tickets yet. That's the one thing I have not done. I haven't even looked at tickets. But I will be going down there, probably get me an Airbnb, something like that. We're going to spend a week down in Florida or something, whatever. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the tailgate set, I have not bought tickets yet. So, let's see. Phil, hot take cigars are gross as hell. Hate to yuck other people's yum, but yuck. Well, Phil, that's why the slogan "to each their own" applies. It's just, you think they're disgusting. I think they're good. To each their own. So, Blake from Greenville asks, will you have merchandise in Jacksonville? We will have the towels. We will have the koozies. I will not have any hats, T-shirts, anything like that on hand, guys. And the whole reason I don't carry merchandise like that, and that could change going into next year, right? The business continues to evolve. Number one, it's so much easier for people to just go order the stuff on the online store. Number two, if I were to carry merchandise like that and sell it, I would have to hire someone to do it for sure. And which we very well may get to that point, literally next season. So, yeah, if you want your merchandise, guys, heck, if you order a week from today, you've got a week. You go to tsus.store, you order by next Monday, guaranteed by Christmas delivery for your merch. So you've got even longer. You've probably got another 5 or 6 days. So you've got time to get your merchandise. If you're trying to get merch before the bowl game, and also one of my top priorities today, I'm going to work on a Cox vs. Catholics t-shirt. I know one's already been dropped, but a lot of you reached out and said, Chris, we know you can drop one that's better. Let's just call it what it is. So at least more aesthetically pleasing. So anyways, that's going to happen tonight. I'll probably drop it tomorrow. The Cox vs. Catholics t-shirt. Really fun. Got to give the people what they want for sure. Anyways, let's see. Elizabeth says, I think tickets were around 120, 150 a piece. Yeah, I think I might splurge on tickets. I'm trying to like sit in the box. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to splurge on some tickets. I really do. We'll see though. We'll see. Let's see. Anyways, guys, 843-790-3377. Zach, the Cox versus Catholics merch, like I just said, probably tomorrow I'll drop it. I'm gonna work on it tonight. It shouldn't take me that long to make it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple design. Pretty simple design. So, yeah, just text. But definitely going to make some dope-looking merch. Justin Langford, if Stog wants to thrive in a tight end pass-heavy offense, then go ahead, buddy. Do what's best for you. But don't forget whoever we bring in or use in-house. Love to get some usage out of you. I mean, Justin, again, it's like people just take it so personal. Like, I don't know why he's leaving, but, I mean, it's not like he had 1,000 receiving yards, my dude. Like, are you really that upset? Like, I just, it don't really bother me, bro. Like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. So, Jacob, why did Stogner hit the portal? Again, Jacob, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Was he mad about his playing time? Was he mad because his girlfriend broke up with him? I don't know. Nobody knows. So it's like, it's silly to like try to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's an indictment on the program. I don't think it's an indictment on Beamer. I'm going to repeat myself year after year. I know I am, because the portal's going to happen. I mean, dude, you're seeing it all over college football. Like, guys are leaving all over the place. So anyways, let's jump to the phone lines. Justin, what's up, man? How are you?
How you doing, Chris? You okay, my friend?
I am doing fantastic. I'm not doing okay. I'm doing great. What's up?
Hey, Chris, I'm kind of happy that we're going to Jacksonville because I still got we go to a game because we haven't played that boy in 35 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we haven't played in Jacksonville in quite a long time.
Yep.
I think it's 1987.
That way you go somewhere new.
1987 was the last time, yeah.
That's a long time ago, you know?
Before I was born. Long time ago, yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, and think about Orlando. We thought Orlando was going to take the Gamecocks, but that was not the case, was it?
He said what now?
We thought Orlando was going to take the Gamecocks, remember?
Oh, Orlando. I thought it was either going to be Jacksonville or Tampa. I think it was kind of always LSU, especially after they lost to A&M. It was always LSU going to the Citrus, but dude, I'm ecstatic with the Gator Bowl. I would have been happy with ReliaQuest. I mean, here's the thing though. I'm very easy to please in this scenario because I've been to 2 bowl games and they've both been in Charlotte, North Carolina. So the fact that, the fact that we're going to, a Florida bowl game, I'm ecstatic. I mean, Jacksonville's a cool place. Like I said, excited to get down there and hang out and be in sunny Florida for a couple of days. And I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it. So I can't wait.
Yeah, me too, Chris. I'll be down in Jacksonville too. Joe and myself too, you know.
Yeah. Are you going to go to the bowl game or no?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Jacksonville.
Okay, nice. Very good. I'll see you down there then.
Yeah, hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, I might enjoy the beach, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Hey, Chris, about the Outback Bowl. There used to be an Outback Bowl, but it's not the Outback Bowl no more, you know?
It is the ReliaQuest Bowl, indeed.
I don't know anything about that bowl, do you?
I just know that it's formerly known as the Outback Bowl. That's all I know about it, my man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, before I go, man, hey, Chris, we got a lot of coaching carousel moving around. Did you know that? Coaching carousel.
The coaching carousel. I have not seen any of our coaches. I mean, I know there's other coaches taking jobs, but, I'll take it this, Justin, is I do pay attention to college football, but I stay pretty tunnel vision to Carolina, man. Like, I just, like, I've seen a little bit. I've seen Jamie Chadwell went to Liberty, but I don't really give a shit, man. I'd be honest with you. If it ain't affecting us, I don't really give a damn, bro. I'm kind of locked in until I one day, which it may very well happen, until I one day pivot and transition to covering the entire SEC or covering national college football, bro, I'm locked into the Gamecocks. And I mean, so that's my number one priority and focus. But yeah, I mean, it's just that time of year, man. Coaches are moving around, players are moving around. Deion's going to Colorado. How about that? So, you know, it's the beauty of it. 'Tis the season, my man. 'Tis the season.
Oh yeah, and Chris, the thing about guess who got hired today? That's his name. I can't believe Scott Satterfield, Little Liberty. Did you know that?
Scott Satterfield went to where did he go again?
Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincy. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Hey, Chris, I didn't see that one coming. You know that?
No, yeah, that was surprising for sure.
Yeah, and now Louisville is looking for a head coach too. That's a mess, huh, Chris?
Yeah, that'll be an interesting search.
Yeah. Well, Chris, all these are crazy times to see people moving around, aren't they?
Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy for sure.
Yeah. Well, Chris, we're playing Notre Dame, so let's hope get that W. You know.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Again, we'll break it all down as we get closer to the game. But I love the matchup, man. It's anytime you have the opportunity to take on a team like a Notre Dame, a national brand. It's great for kind of football. And again, year 2 of Beamer, you're in a Florida Bowl game. Who wouldn't have signed up for that?
Yeah, I can't believe my dream came true. The face Notre Dame, you know, because that's my dream. You know.
Your dream came true.
Yep.
I love to hear that. We're making dreams come true on a Monday. Love that.
Yeah, and Chris, you know Lou Holtz went to Notre Dame too?
Who did?
Lou Holtz.
I did know that. Yes, I've actually got Holtz's book in my studio, The Fighting Spirit, a championship season at Notre Dame. Lou Holtz wrote the book after the I believe they won the national title in 87 or 88, something like that, and it's his book about that season. So I have not finished it, but I did indeed know that Lou Holtz coached at Notre Dame. Yes.
Wow. Hey, Chris, I wonder who Lou Holtz will root for North South Carolina because he coached both of those places.
Yeah, he also coached at Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, you think Lou Holtz gonna be down? You think Lou Holtz gonna be in Gabriel this year?
Yo, I think he's going to be in Jacksonville watching the game.
Yeah.
I maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Lou Holtz is an old SOB. Chilling at the crib. He's an old SOB. So.
Hey, Chris, before I go, man, who you think Lou Holtz gonna root for? Soccer or Notre Dame?
Who do I think he's going to root for?
Yeah.
I would probably say Notre Dame. I think he's a Notre Dame guy at heart. So.
Wow, he can't root for Soccer.
I mean, it'd be kind of like asking Steve Spurrier, is he going to root for the Gators or the Gamecocks?
Yeah. We see. So hopefully Lou Holtz come down there. I would love to meet Lou Holtz.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Justin, I appreciate the call, my guy. Always a pleasure.
All right, take care. Yeah, take care, my brother. Go Gamecocks.
Go Cox. We'll talk soon. Great stuff, guys. 843-790-3377. Mark texts in and asks, just joining in, any word on the OC job? No, nothing new. Actually, yeah, I lied. I took the job. No, there's nothing new. Nothing new. I love, by the way, how James Kendall taking my words. He says, did Chris just confirm he's going to enter the portal to go national? I did not say that. Do not put words in my mouth, my guy. Do not put words in my mouth. Drummer swirls. Very similar records after year 2 between Beamer and Muschamp. I want to believe this is different, Chris, with a question mark. Well, has Shane Beamer also failed at Florida? The answer is no. Okay. I do not compare them at all. I literally don't compare them at all. You gotta, my guy, listen, you gotta let that go. You're in a happy, healthy relationship now. Don't ruin it because you can't get over your ex, right? Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Charles.
Charles, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, absolutely. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to get your opinion. I mean, I know you probably talked about it a lot. I got two things. One, Is Dan Mullen the right call? Because I mean, he's already been in Columbia eating lunch. Is that the right call?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to question Beamer if he hires him. So, I mean, I think it'd be what's the downside? I mean,
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
he knows offense. He's a quarterback whisperer. He's a
SEC
name
guy.
Right. I don't see what I mean, the only downside is he's probably like at max like a 2-year option, but I mean, dude, coordinators just come and go like nobody's business. I don't think it's realistic to think you're going to hire a coordinator he's going to be here for 10 years. Like I just that's not normally how it goes. And normally I tell you this, normally you want that to be the case where they come and go because it means you have really, really good ones that are getting offered head coaching jobs. So it doesn't seem to hurt Alabama, right? That their coordinators bolt or whatever. But no, I mean, it'd be it'd be intriguing, and I think if Mullen took the job, it would mean Rattler's 100% back. So I'd be game with it. You know, I'd be game with it.
Rattler is 100% back? I didn't know that.
No, I'm saying that if Mullen took the job, I think it would mean that Rattler would be 110%
Oh yeah,
back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think Mullen comes to be your offensive coordinator unless Rattler he's going to get to coach him. You know what I mean? So
right. No, I agree. I think that's the right call. My other question, that's I agree with you. Second is if Rattler doesn't stay, what's our next decision? Do we go portal? Do we have anything for Rattler?
What's the next decision? What's the next decision for the quarterback position?
Quarterback.
Yeah, I you know, it's interesting, right? I mean, I think if a guy, because that was sort of my argument is right. Like if there's a proven commodity in the transfer portal at that position, and you can get him, right? Why would you roll the dice with some true freshman or redshirt freshman or just unproven commodity? Like it's turned into where the transfer portal this day today is a bigger deal than National Signing Day because
I agree.
When the portal opens up and you're able to go get guys in the portal, you are signing proven stars versus high school kids that have stars, but they may be great. They may be a bust. So,
and how many 5-stars have bust?
Right. You know, and I guess I just wonder how Shane Beamer will balance that because on one hand, I mean, if you can go upgrade the roster through the portal at the quarterback position, hey, go do it. I mean, everybody's happy we went and got Spencer Rattler, but also you have to balance because if you live and die by that, it's going to be hard to recruit.
You don't ever pick up good talent.
Well, it's just going to be hard to recruit that position. I mean, you know, guys like Braden Davis, Tanner Bailey, they're not just going to sit around on the bench for years and years and years hoping for their opportunity. So I wonder what direction Beamer will want to go. Does he want to almost like build from within with guys they recruited at that position, or does he just want to continue to milk the portal year after year after year? Again, I do believe it's a balancing act. I believe it's a balancing act, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of how they operate moving forward.
But ultimately, we all are on the same page that we do trust Beamer at this point. So,
well, I mean, you have to. You'd be kind of crazy not to. I mean, he's. I believe, you know, not that he needs me to be like, well, you should, but you know, he's earned. I mean, the benefit of the doubt at this point, man. I mean, you know, when you're winning and winning cures all, you just trust your coach to operate and do everything. And as long as the machine is running well, you know, I'm certainly not gonna. You know, I mean, doesn't mean we're not going to be critical of certain moves or whatever, but like. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, if Beamer wanted to go to the portal and get a guy, then you'd say, okay, he knows what he's doing. So,
absolutely,
yeah,
I agree. Hey, look forward to seeing you in Jacksonville.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it. I appreciate you.
Yep.
Yeah, man, thanks so much. Great stuff. Yeah, great question. And like I said, I will be really curious to see what happens. I mean, it all bases off of does Spencer Rattler. Is Rattler back, right? Is Rattler back? You know, and if he is, I think Luke Doty's gone. You know, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if Luke Doty returned, if Spencer Rattler indeed returned as well. Let's see. Let's jump to the phone line.
Call from
Hunter,
what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry for the old call. So,
no, you're good.
One last question. Did you hear about Austin Stogner going in the portal?
I did hear about Austin Stogner going in the portal, yes.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if that was true or not. No.
Yeah, breaking news about 30 minutes ago that happened. I was a bit surprised. Yes, I was a bit surprised. I mean, but to be fair, he didn't have some crazy year, and you never know. They might have they might have told him, hey, might want to look elsewhere.
Nate Atkins might, replace him or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You never know.
Oh, yeah, I just seen it on Instagram, and and seeing him in the portal, I had no idea that was true.
Yeah.
So.
No, he did. He did indeed enter the portal. So.
Yeah, I didn't see Austin post anything on there about it, so I just figured to just ask. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Hunter, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks so much. Great stuff. Yeah, in case you missed it, Austin Stogner, Gamecocks tight end, has entered the portal, which is a big one. There's been others, Darrell Ware, Cam Hardy. We saw R.J. Roderick. We obviously already knew. Who was the other? Oh, Joey Hunter. Joey Hunter this morning, but Stogner definitely the biggest. Stogner definitely the most notable. And again, you just never know. I appreciate what he did and wish him best of luck. And you never know. You just never know. What could have happened. I mean, again, I don't think it's an indictment on him. I don't think it's an indictment on us. I just want to better your own opportunity. Here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Nick.
Nick, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Chris. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm doing well. How are you? What's going on?
Not too bad. Hey, I saw the press conference yesterday that Shane Beamer had about going into the bowl game and stuff like that, and he made an interesting point that I wanted to kind of get your perspective on. There was a reporter that was talking about who might be calling the plays in the bowl game, and Beamer, he had said something about even once he figured that out, he's not going to be saying it because then you give Notre Dame the advantage of maybe looking at some film of who that play caller might be. I was kind of curious if you were thinking that with Stat taking this Nebraska job and there being a vacancy at the moment, is there more of an advantage for Carolina or more of a disadvantage when it comes to preparing for the bowl game against Notre Dame?
I mean, I'd say it's an advantage. I think that because they don't know what we're going to do. You know what I mean? It's
right.
They're obviously going to look at film on. I'm assuming we're going to try to do what we did the last two games because it worked pretty damn well. So, I'd imagine that's the film they're going to watch. But I'm sure we'll have new wrinkles and do different things maybe we hadn't done all season. And so you can look at it both ways. I'll look at it as an advantage. I don't think it's a disadvantage by any means. I'll just say this. I think it was a team effort the last 2 weeks. So it didn't like we're losing the mastermind behind the Tennessee and Clem sucks, explosions offensively. Like I think that it was a team effort at minimum, and that's all still there. So I don't think, I don't think we're kind of behind the eight ball now, or we're in a bad position because Sat is gone. So I think it could certainly be an advantage. We might catch we might catch Notre Dame with some things we have not done before, but I'd imagine we're going to try to do a lot of what we did the last 2 weeks again because it worked. It worked very well. So, and I would highly suggest we do that.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious what your perspective was on that. I didn't know, whether you want to give credit to Stat or not for how the offense was the last 2 weeks. I just didn't. I was just kind of curious if you were thinking that there would be a lot that's switched. Clearly there was a lot that switched up the entire season, and then we go and play Tennessee, and then we put up what we did against them. But yeah, I was just curious. I didn't know if there was going to be any big changes with that when it came to preparing, or we might be looking at the same kind of offense that we've been seeing the last 2 weeks. But I was just curious what your perspective was on that.
Yeah, and I'll say this too is like I think it's unfair. Like we all wanted the same thing, I think, which is a change at offensive coordinator, right? None of us are shedding a tear because Marcus Satterfield's headed to Lincoln.
Yeah.
But I will say this, with that being said, like I I will give credit where credit's due. So whether Marcus Satterfield was 1% involved with the offensive game plan, whether he was 50%, whether he really was 100%, he called every single play. Like, I will tip my cap to Marcus Satterfield for his role, his involvement in the final 2 weeks, because at the end of the day, he was labeled the offensive coordinator, bottom line, okay? So I'm not going to completely take that away. But also, my friend, like I've said before, I'm just – and I'm not calling Shane Beamer. I'm not saying Shane Beamer's not being truthful, but I think there's a difference in being 110% truthful and coach speak. I think there's a difference in lying and coach speak. So, like, you're just not going to convince me. And it doesn't matter now, right? It's done with. You're just not going to convince me that there wasn't a major overhaul and a major change the last 2 games of the season. There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. So I'll give Sat the credit, or I will give him credit. I will give credit where credit's due. Again, I don't think we're losing the evil genius behind the scenes that made those 2 games possible. That's at least not the entirety of it. That's all I'm saying. So,
yeah, I actually had just thought about this question. I got one more for you, and I'll get off here.
Yeah.
Beamer was saying too in his press conference how when he first came in, I think it was actually before this, he was talking about how pivotal it is now and what things he's looking for the next OC job. And he was talking about when he first got hired on, there was so much staff that he was looking at it, and it wasn't necessarily that he wasn't looking for the most I don't want to say it wasn't that he was looking for the most qualified guys or nothing. He was looking to put a staff together, to start, his first year. And now with, you got all your coaches that you got now, and you have all your attention solely on that OC job. I guess what my question is kind of is just like, who do you think might be most fit for the job?
I think there's a couple different guys. I would say right now, from what I've heard, I think the top 4 candidates would be Kendall Briles, Dan Mullen, Phil Longo, and probably Garrett Riley would be the 4th. Is one more of a fit than the other? I don't really know. I think all 4 of those guys, though, are names. They all have track records. They all have successful offenses. They're all been successful. Which I think that is the criteria. I don't think Shane Beamer is going to come out and tell everybody exactly what he's looking for and this, that, whatever. I think he's going to keep things pretty close to the vest. But he knows how important this OC hire is. We know how important it is. This is not one where you can go get Joe Blow from North Texas who has never had a big boy job before. Like, this is one you need to get the home run. You need to get a guy, and I've said this for weeks now, but you need to get a guy that we'd be surprised if it didn't work. A guy that has a proven track record, that's had a lot of success, that, again, it instills confidence in the fan base and the program that, hey, offensively, we're going to get it rolling. We're about to really get it rolling. So, and I think all the gentlemen that I mentioned, I think those would all be really good hires. I do. So, obviously, it's got to be a cultural fit, like Beamer was saying. They got to fit in the building and all that. But, you know what fits in the building? Good football. So, good offense. That's what fits. So, and I trust Beamer will hire the right guy, or hire the guy we need, or make the best possible hire. Because, again, I think he knows how important this one is.
Yeah, I think that's something, the way you put it, the trusting process. Just in these 2 years, it's amazing, the culture that, just the way that things have shifted so much. Before the Tennessee game, we were kind of scratching our heads. We were like, but then, we do what we do against Tennessee and against Clemson, and it's just amazing, what 2 weeks can do to really change the culture of that program.
Yeah, winning helps. Winning helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But, Chris, I appreciate you taking my call, man. Go Cox.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for the call. Guys, phone lines are ringing off the hook today. You love to see it. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break. On the other side, though, I want to continue to hear from you more, your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Take calls 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377 here on this Monday, December the 5th, 2022. Yeah, guys, the big news of the day, Austin Stogner has entered the transfer portal, and I know a lot of you are asking about it. Some of you are panicking. Listen, you never really know specifically why, some guys enter the portal. Is it playing time? Is it they just want to change? Is it who knows? You know what I mean? I think you're going to drive yourself batty trying to figure it out. But, yeah, I mean, Austin Stogner, I'm not sure he was quite the player we thought he was going to be this year. Which, again, I thought he played solid ball, but I think we all kind of expected him to be a huge impact guy. And 20 catches for 210 yards and a touchdown. I mean, solid, nothing crazy. But, it is a bit surprising. It is a bit surprising. And I just, you wish him well and hope he finds whatever he's searching for. And, appreciate what he did for Carolina football. And, heck, man, we should be nothing but grateful to Austin Stogner, because without Stogner, there's no Rattler. So, hey, that alone is his greatest achievement as a Gamecock, is getting Spencer Rattler to Carolina. That is his greatest achievement. So thank you so much to Austin Stogner for making that happen. Yeah, 20 catches for Stog on the year. 20 catches for Stog. Andrew Murphy says, baseball question. Obviously, our pitching should be very solid, but do you think our hitting will improve enough to compete for the SEC? It better, or Mark Kingston's gone. There's nothing to, that's it. That's it. So it either improves or he's gone. So let's see. Chad Goblin, Chris, can a new OC get it going in year one by game one? How much does O-line coaching need to be changed? What is change OC wants to bring in with wide receiver running back coaches? Beamer let that happen. My goodness, Chad, you got like 7 questions in one. Can the OC get it going in year one by game one? He better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's why you're hiring him. It's not like it's some project. You're hiring him to get it going immediately. I think we all just want to see, obviously, an OC. We want to see an OC that's going to get the most out of the talent we have. I don't think anybody's sitting here saying we should be scoring 50 points per game. Nobody's saying that. I don't have unreasonable expectations, but the fact that it took as long as it did, and it was just such a mismanagement, such an obvious mismanagement of the talent that you had on the roster this year, we just can't live with that. We can't live with that. So go find an OC that'll get the most out of the talent you got. Here, let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Robbie Davis, Zaxby's Hall of Famer.
The Zaxby's Hall of Famer himself, Robbie Davis. What's up, man? How are you?
Oh, nothing much. I haven't been feeling too well the last few days. I've been coughing up who knows what out of my throat and sneezing all over the place.
Well, I hate to hear that, Robbie. I hate to hear
that. Besides that, I'm doing okay. I'm trying to sweat it out. I just got done walking not too long ago. Trying to sweat it out of me. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but I'm trying to get rid of it. But first off, thank you to Stogner. Okay, even though yes, he didn't play that much. Thank you to Stogner. Wishing him well. Nothing but good things. I hope nothing but good things happen for him wherever he goes. And I think and like I said with the whole OC thing, right? I don't like the reason why I'm not okay with Dan Mullen coming to Carolina is because we really, in the very close past, have not had good experiences with former Florida coaches outside of Steve Spurrier. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant about Dan Mullen becoming ROC.
Well, personally, again, I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it. But I mean,
I wouldn't
a
be
risk.
too happy about it, but you know what? I'm gonna do what I've always done ever since he became coach, right? I'm gonna trust Beamer, and if he sees something in Dan Mullen that I don't see, then by all means bring him in.
Mhm.
And if it works, great. But if it doesn't work, that's on Beamer.
Mhm.
That's why I'm very hesitant about this. Like, I get giving him a pass for Satterfield because, one, he had to put a whole entire staff together whenever he got here. Now he's got to find a OC that, one, really wants to be here, and wants to improve this program in more ways than one, and not just sit there and twiddle his thumbs.
Yeah, I mean, wanting to be successful is probably a pretty high up on the requirements for the job. I would agree.
And I really don't care who does or who doesn't play in the bowl game. Okay, whoever does play in the bowl game, proud for it, good, happy for them, all that. And trust me, if I was a 4-star or a 5-star player coming out of or in college, and I had an opportunity to go pro, I would seriously chew on the fact of not playing in the bowl game, in all seriousness, because, like I have said before, all it takes is one bad thing to happen, and that money that you could have gotten is gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's I know a lot of fans that's a tough one, right? When you ask people's opinions about the transfer portal, NIL, I think bowl game opt-outs is one that's tough for people to stomach. I mean, you look at last year, right? You look at last year, Jason Brown opted out in the portal. You had who else? Zaquandre White didn't play, right? You had multiple, we don't talk about that because we won the bowl game. So nobody cares who didn't play. But you remember back a couple years ago, Deebo Samuel didn't play against Virginia. And these are decisions that people were very, very critical of, especially, again, when you have a guy like Deebo opt out and you go lose 28-0. So it's, you have to respect each individual guy's decisions. I would say that I guess the sell for Carolina is that, I mean, winning a bowl game is still a very big deal here. Like, we haven't won a ton. I believe if we win this one, it would be our 10th. So we'd reach double-digit bowl victories. That's a big deal. That's just a big deal. And, I don't know that there's any Gamecock fans left or any folks out there left that would argue that bowl games don't matter, because literally look at the hype and momentum we had after beating UNC last year. I mean, it was insanity. Like, obviously, if hypothetical, you lose to Notre Dame, it's not going to kill any momentum you have going into 2023, because at the end of the day, it is just the Gator Bowl. But at the same time, if you win the game, Steve Spurrier used to say it all the time, it's just the from spring ball to summer workouts to fall camp, everything's just better when you win that last game.
Yeah.
Everything's better when you win last game. So.
And I really don't give a hoot about who calls the plays for the bowl game as long as we win. I don't give a hoot.
Not a
it
single
Santa Claus for
not a single hoot.
It could be Santa Claus for that matter. I don't care. Just win the bowl game. I don't care.
Yeah. Not a hoot was given. Not a hoot was given.
I'm really curious to see. Now, like I said, I wouldn't be too keen on Dan Mullen coming in, right? But whoever he brings in, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna back Shane Beamer 100%. He wants what's best for the program, and he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to put the football program back where it used to be.
where we was winning, and we had, like you said before, the number of times that we've won 11 games in a season, not that many. So whenever we were winning 11 games in a season, I enjoyed the hang out of it because I was like, this could go away at any moment.
You enjoyed the hang out of it, you said?
Yes. And yeah.
The hang. Okay. Yeah. I never heard that before. Fair enough.
Because as Gamecock fans, we didn't really experience anything like that. Unless, of course, it was the 84 season. But that was a whole nother thing. But I truly believe that Beamer is slowly getting this program to the point where people are going to be like, Beamer's cooking up something in Columbia, and it's going to be interesting.
Indeed. Robbie, well said as always, my friend. Well said as always.
And trust me, my offer still stands. I'd be the OC in a heartbeat. Just tell me what time I would have to be there, and I'd make sure I get there.
Dan Mullen's a questionable hire, but Robbie Davis from the Daily Crow, home run. For sure.
But, yeah, hopefully I can get through this crud I've been dealing with for the last few days and feel a little better.
Yeah, Robbie, get you some rest, my guy. Get you some rest, and yeah, we'll talk soon, my guy.
For sure. And if you are planning, if you do get a ticket to go to Florida, be safe. And as always, leave the dumb stuff to me.
I will most certainly do that. Robbie Davis.
And go Cox.
What a legend.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, man. Be good. Robbie Davis, what a guy. Yeah, I'm 110%, by the way, going to Jacksonville. I haven't gotten a ticket yet, but the tailgate set will be there. The tickets will be taken care of. By the way, some more breaking news. Anthony Richardson, Gators quarterback, has officially declared for the NFL draft. Let's jump to the phone line. Dave, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing fine. First off, Robbie's going to be all right because I'm going to make sure he gets some Duke's barbecue this coming weekend. You'll be fine.
Love it.
Second thing on my mind is I appreciate what Stogner did for us, but all in all, I think Atkins outperformed him, and I think Stogner turned out to be too slow for SEC. I don't like the idea of hiring Dan Mullen because he wouldn't be here too long, coupled with the fact that it looked like he was going batshit crazy when he was down in Florida. The third thing is I wish you the best of luck at Hilton Head, and hope you have a good Christmas, man. See you soon.
Dave, you're the man. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Dan Mullen thing. I mean, it's, there's some people that may not be huge fans of the hire, and so be it. I will say Stogner's lack of success was surprising. I know my boy P-Dawg used the phrase "cut on the burner, Stog." God, he was slow. God, I'm not even trying to hate, but it's just the truth. Dude was running in quicksand. Again, I'm not hating on the guy. I just couldn't believe how slow he was. Could not believe how slow Stog was. Again, the greatest thing Austin Stogner did for Carolina was getting Spencer Rattler to Columbia. That was greater than any achievement he would have ever had on the field. Truly. So, I wish him well. It's surprising that he's headed out. And I will say this, by the way, I'm seeing a lot of this on Twitter and on social media that there's a correlation because Stog has hit the portal, Rattler's definitely going pro now, and there's this package deal. Guys, I don't buy that. I don't see that. I think Spencer Rattler will make his own decision for himself. I think what Spencer Rattler does is completely independent. I think it is completely independent of what Stog does. I think it's completely independent. So I would not worry about it, to be honest with you. So anyways, guys, 843-790-3377. Phone lines have been ringing off the freaking hook, man. I love it. Thank y'all. Truly. And this is why, again, the guests have been fantastic. Like, I love having the daily guests on. I'd actually like to get some daily guests for basketball season. By the way, shout out Lamont Paris' squad. Shout out Gigi Jackson. Feels good to be good. How about that win over Georgetown? Truly. Great win. Huge win. Great bounce back after getting destroyed against George Washington. Huge bounce back W, winning that game in overtime. Gigi Jackson explodes in the second half for 22 points. You love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I felt confident, and I feel confident. It's the guests are great, but the beauty of TDC is this is our opportunity to communicate and interact and discuss whatever we want to discuss and take your comments and your calls and everything else. And so, dude, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all, keeping TDC electric. And I see Facebook is up and running again as well. So I'd love to see that. Shannon DeWitt, does Joyner have any eligibility left? Yes, believe it or not, Dak Joyner can come back next year. So he might run it back again, which unless he's ready, I mean, the thing with Dak Joyner is this, unless Dak's ready to move into the next stage of life, I mean, why wouldn't he come back, I guess? Because, I mean, he's not, call it for what it is. He's not going to the NFL, right? He's either going to move into adulthood or he's going to play college football for one more year. And maybe he's sick of college. I mean, maybe he's, tired of going to class. I wouldn't blame him. I hated going to class. So maybe he's tired of it. Maybe he wants to move on, but maybe he's a guy that says, you know what, I'll run it back. Why not? This is a lot of fun. Love Coach Beamer. Love being around my teammates. Like, it'll be interesting to see what his decision is. But, yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Saw my guy Travis Ward comment. See you down in Jack's. Maybe bringing a few helmets. Yeah, dude, come on. Let's do it. Again, we'll be in Lot J. Once I know the actual spot, if you will, I will let you guys know. But Lot J, we'll be there with Carolina Cigars, Lot J in Jacksonville. Looking forward to it. I'm sure there'll be events, too, for Gamecock fans down in Jacksonville that week. So I'm planning on getting Jacksonville probably. I need to book an Airbnb. But we'll probably get down there. Shoot. I'd be down to stay the whole week, honestly. Maybe get down there Monday or Tuesday and just stay the whole week. Why not? Let's see. Christian Miles. Gamecocks are back. Culture is great. Still players transferring, trying to get the hell away from Beamer. LOL. Christian, just the dumbest slap dick take of all time. That I'm sure you're a Clem Sucks fan. Excuse me. I'm sure you're a Clem Sucks fan or a Georgia fan or you're just a slap dick. I don't really care who you're a fan of. You could be a Gamecock fan for all I care, but horrific take, stupid take, foolish take, slap dick take. That's all I got to say. Coleman Hall, Joyner should transfer and play quarterback somewhere smaller. Coleman, don't say that too loud. They'll try to get you canceled off the internet. Let's see. Oh, God. What a season. When you look back on the moments of the season, what a season. Just what a season. Incredible. Anyways, guys, the phone lines are wide open. That being said, we're going to jump into a quick break. On the other side, I want to continue to hear from you more, your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you. Phone lines have been buzzing, guys. The show has been flying by today. I appreciate y'all for that. Also, I do want to highlight, I'm not going to go into too deep of specifics, but I want to say thank y'all so much, man, on the merchandise side of the business. We hit a major milestone within the last 12 hours or so. Woke up this morning and saw it. We hit a major milestone, and I just want to say thank you and let you all know that you all are making things possible that I'm not sure I ever even dreamed of years ago. So I want to say thank you all so much, man. It's an emotional thing. It really is. It's such a blessing. I'm extremely grateful for it, for you guys' love and support, and you know the level in which people rock with the business and the brand and the content and the merchandise and everything in between. I just can't say thank you enough. I'm flooded with gratitude, and it's just the beginning, but man, it's fun to see, you hit these milestones, and it's really cool. I mean, it's really cool. So thank y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate it. Anyways, phone lines are open. I want to hear from y'all. Let's see. All right, we got a text here. Hey, per sources, dun-dun-dun. This just in. Again, take it for what it's worth, but we just got a text on the text line. I work in the athletics department, and I can say the Dan Mullen contract is in the works. So that via the TSUS text line, could it just be some random slapdick trying to create some rumor? Sure, but that seems, I don't know. That kind of seems, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it's worth. Anyways, I don't know if that's Goose. Is that Goose? I don't know if this is Goose's number. I have no idea. Anyways, guys, transfer portal going crazy. Is the Goose texting you? Is the Goose? Yeah, maybe that's the Goose. I don't know. Maybe that's the Goose himself. Tyler Knoll says Rattler stays Doty. I think transfers Rattler gets a good enough draft grade. It's Doty time and Cola. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm Cody. I'm not sending the number to people. I'm not doing that. I'm not sending you this person's number. That would no, absolutely not. Rob Smith, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Great crowd today on this Monday. Thank you all so much. Again, Gamecocks, of course, we all know Gator Bowl bound, heading to Jacksonville. Yours truly, we'll all be down there. Going to throw a tailgate and have a good time. Let's go ahead and jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Frank.
Frank, what's up, man? How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
We got a great bowl game ahead of us, I guess, right?
We do. Hell of a matchup, man. I think anytime you can take on anytime you can take on a national brand like a Notre Dame, I think it's a great opportunity, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Gamecocks haven't been to the Gator Bowl since the late 80s, so I know South Carolina will absolutely travel. It's going to be great, man. I expect tons. I expect Jacksonville to be painted garnet and black. So it'll be a lot of fun, man. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm looking at actually getting some tickets on the ND side because according to the Gator Bowl website, you can get seats cheaper on the opposite side of the field. So there's going to be some garnet on that side too. Also, listening to some ND content this morning, they're like disappointed. Like this is a complete, I guess they're deflated over this. I mean, you did lose to Marshall and Stanford. Now, how good did you think you were going to be? But yeah, so we're 8-4 and optimistic, and they're 8-4 and disappointed. So it's looking that's a great matchup for us there.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's an early line out right now from FanDuel. I think they've got the Irish favored by 4.5. I mean, I expect a great game. I haven't done a ton of research on Notre Dame. I mean, the only game I've watched of them was the game against Clemson. So I know what I know about them is that they are really, really good at special teams, just like us. So
Yep.
special teams could play a big part, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I'm expecting a great game. I really am. And, if the Gamecocks are hot. So if they keep playing the way they're playing on offense, I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah, that's all we'll need. So I'll be down there. I'm heading down to Jacksonville for a couple of days. Check out the game, get some nice weather in, and maybe we'll see you down there.
Yeah, man, let's do it for sure. Absolutely, man. We'd love to link up with you.
All right, pal.
So,
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, Frank, appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. Great stuff from Frank. And again, guys, yeah, we're partnering up with Carolina Cigars. Lot J outside of the stadium will be out there. 11 a.m. is the official start time. We may be out there sooner, but 11 a.m. to kickoff, we'll be out there. So we'd love to see you guys. We'll have towels and koozies on hand. Also, all of those who are waiting for towels, okay, I am packaging and shipping all this week. I love you guys. Speaking of the merch side of things, I love you guys. The amount of people, though, that reach out to me that ask me about like shipping and tracking, it's like, you have a tracking number. You literally get a tracking number. Like the amount of people, and you get notified, you get emailed when the package is shipped. The amount of people that just don't check a tracking number. It's like, just check the tracking number. Anyways, hey, reach out to me. I'm not complaining about it, but just so you know, you get a tracking number. Okay. Your towels are being shipped out. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I got you. I got you. I got you. Anyways. Yeah, Craig, what's a tracking number? Yeah, good one. Anyways. Anthony Richardson heading to the NFL. How about that? Crazy. Anyways, guys, we've gotten a lot of requests for, and it's funny, and I'll say this. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes because I know Mike Yuva and D4L, whatever, T-shirts, whatever, have dropped a Cox versus Catholics T-shirt. And I was going to just kind of let them run with it. But one of the biggest reasons I'm dropping it is because I've had a lot of people reach out and say, Chris, like, we think the shirt's ugly. So, like, if you want me to be on it, like, I've had so many folks reach out. And I think the shirt looks fine. Truly, I do. But Cox versus Catholics is a free slogan that anybody can use on merch. And so we're going to drop one. Like, why not? So I'm going to try my hand at it, and I'm excited to do so. I'm excited to do so. So, anyways, those will probably be available tomorrow. I don't know who DC4L Custom Tees is. I don't know who they are, what they do, whatever. But we do our own thing when it comes to merch. So we don't ask for permission. We just do it. We just keep rocking. So give the people what they want. It's about the people. James Kendall says Catholics versus Cox. Problem solved. No, we definitely are putting Cox first. Absolutely, we're putting Cox first. Let's see. Bat to ball. Who was the feller Chris said was responsible for Rattler? Well, Stogner's the one that got him there. Stogner's the one. Yes. Anyways, there's a lot of rumors out there, man. Per sources, I'm just seeing some of the comments. Per sources season. Anyways, per sources season in full swing. Yeah, the big news today, guys, Austin Stogner hit the portal. And again, I'm glad that, I'm seeing the comments today, and, folks are free to think whatever they want, but we saw it a lot last year when Jason Brown hit the portal. I'm glad I don't have to, I already spoke on a little bit earlier, but like and I think people are just becoming more accustomed to it as well with the transfer portal and its role in college football. And, because early on, last year you saw some people saying like, oh, the guys are quitters. They're this, they're that. And it's like, dude, I mean, they're bettering their own situation. And I know for the common fan who would literally like, could never fathom leaving South Carolina, right? Leaving their diehard favorite school and transferring. And like, I understand, but like, these are college athletes who are putting themselves first, as they should. as they should, right? Like, I know people want to talk about loyalty and pride and all that. Like, you're loyal to yourself and getting playing time, right? Like, I saw some people even dogging DJ Uiagalelei for transfer. And it's like, the second he's not the starter, he dips out. It's like, yeah, he got his job taken by a freshman. Like, why would he just stick it out for some false sense of righteousness and doing what he's supposed to do, quote unquote? Like, nah, dude. Nah. No. Nope. Life's too short to have blind faith and blind loyalty to some external force or some school or whatever. Go get yours and take care of yourself. And I will say this, though. I will say this. These are times where it is very important that each of these individuals has the right support system and the right people around them, because you can make the wrong decision. You most certainly can. The grass isn't always greener. We all know that, right? Like, the grass is not always greener. But I think people should have the freedom to make their own choice. I mean, in what other walk of life do you not have the freedom to make your own choice? You should absolutely have the freedom. Hey, you're at your 9 to 5, your job, you're doing whatever. You have the freedom, right? You can leave whenever you want. So I'm glad it's that way in college ball. Now, when you couple up the portal and NIL, it makes things kind of interesting, right? When you literally, today, they have the transfer portal shows going on. It literally reminds me of like NBA free agency. Like, it's the wild, wild west. Guys are just up and going, whatever. And maybe some of them are leaving for a check. Some of them leaving because of playing time. Some of them leaving because of both. You never know. But I think I like it. I like giving the power to the player. Coaches can up and go when they want. Players should have the opportunity as well. They absolutely should. I liked what Jake Crane said about if you transfer within the division or within the conference. I wouldn't have a problem if they wanted to make them sit out a year. I wouldn't have a problem. But, I think players absolutely should have that choice. They should have the freedom to do so. I don't think that signing a letter of intent to a school should mean you're locked in for 4 years automatically. So yeah, I think absolutely players should have the freedom of choice. And yes, it makes coaches' jobs harder because they've got to recruit their own roster at the same time. But you're getting paid millions of dollars. Like, you know what you sign up for. You know what the job entails. So, there you go. I mean, I just – and again, I think when you look at a school like a South Carolina, when you look at a Carolina, I mean, God, the transfer portal is great for us. I mean, we literally got our quarterback from it, right? So, I'm a big fan of the portal. I like the portal. Again, I think when you couple the portal and NIL, it's, it gets a little messy at times, but I mean, again, you look at what South Carolina's doing with the Garnet Trust and the CB90 house and the Carolina Rise and all of it, right? Like, South Carolina's benefiting from NIL greatly, right? Greatly. I mean, the amount of money folks will put in the pockets of these NIL factions to have a good football team, just to hope to have a good football team, is impressive. It's impressive, to say the least. So the numbers are pretty staggering. Like, when you look at NIL and what guys are making and stuff like that. And again, it's just the new age of college football. And I know a guy like Phil Harris, he says it makes him like the sport less. And I mean, I would just say this: guys were already getting paid. Now it's just in the open. But Mary chimes in, says Atkins playing lights out at tight end maybe is the writing on the wall for Stock. It is surprising to me. I didn't see that coming necessarily, but at the same time, maybe it means a Jaheim Bell's coming back, and maybe, Atkins will obviously be back. And, I think you got to think about this too, guys. We just see, well, this guy entered the portal. As Shane Beamer mentioned, he said he sat down and had conversations with like 30 to 40 kids, 30 to 40 players after the Clem Sucks game. I mean, you never know. Like, he might have told Stogner, like, listen, Stog, we love you, but if you want to maximize your potential, maximize your playing time, it's probably best you go somewhere else. I mean, he's going to keep it a buck. He's going to call it what it is. So he goes and meets with with Joey Hunter or Darrell Ware or Cam Hardy or so-and-so. And, hey, he's going to give them a realistic look of where they fall on the depth chart. He's going to give them a realistic look of their role in the football team, which is great. That's what he should do. That's what he should do. Fire him if he doesn't do that. That's what he should do. I respect that. I mean, you want honesty. You want the brutal truth. And I think it's just coaches trying to help. Like, listen, you're not your fifth string. Like, if you want to play, and I know you do, probably in your best interest to look elsewhere. It ain't nothing personal. It's just business. It's business. It's just business. Never personal, guys. It's business. Bottom line. Jeff Gulledge, how soon can we start signing players? I mean, signing day is the 21st. We can start picking up portal guys right now. The portal's open. Portal's open to anybody. Chad Godwin, how much money have we raised for NIL? Seems lot of schools in the millions. Chad, that's not a question for me. There are folks you could ask. I don't know the number, but it's a lot. We've raised, it's in the millions, I think, for sure. It's in the millions for sure. No doubt. Yep. No doubt. I'd be shocked if it's not. I can almost guarantee you. I can guarantee you it is. I can guarantee you it is. Anyways, guys, phone lines are open, 843-790-3377. It's funny, or it's fun because, no Steven Garcia today, as things kind of slow down, which is, it's funny because people ask me a lot. They're like, well, now the football season's over. Like, now what do you do? And I'm like, oh, no. For the diehard, there's always something to talk about. Like, isn't it crazy? I mean, we rock TDC over the summer where you would think there's truly nothing going on. Yet we always find something to talk about. And I will say, like, these days where we don't have guests and we're not talking, like, I love the routine during the season, right? And certainly we're able to pivot and talk about different stuff, but a lot of the weeks pretty much look the same, right? The show formats, the podcast formats are the same on the certain days. We had those same guests every single day, and that's great, right? You need that uniformity because there's so much content. You can't just be all over the place. But days like these where there's not as much going on, it's fun because organic conversation creates the best content. Let's jump to the phone line.
To accept, press 1.
Shout out to Orangeburg. What's up? How are you? %1,000% that was a slapdick trying to troll. And once I said Orangeburg, he said, I might want to think again. So that's what I might start doing. If I think it's a slapdick, I'm going to call out your city. I'm going to call out from where you calling from. So, I mean, just saying. Maybe it wasn't, but I would not be surprised because we've had some slapdicks tuned in today. Bad day to be a slapdick. Bad day to be a slapdick. Indeed. It's always a bad day to be a slapdick. Todd Smith. I appreciate you, man, but it's because of y'all, man. Without y'all, TDC wouldn't be what it is. TSUS wouldn't be what it is, what it's becoming. Truly. I'm just a piece. Now, granted, I'm a fairly big piece because I'm the one behind the mic, but I look at it, man. I've told people this many times, but there's a reason why I say we when I talk about the business. It's not just I'm not just doing this. You know what I mean? Like I do a lot of the heavy lifting. Yes, but I without all of you tuned in, without your calls, like I can't tell you guys. I mean, the Big Cock Club. I mean, the people in the Big Cock Club helped me immensely. I mean, I don't know if they realize it, and I've tried to express it, but the people in the Big Cock Club helped me tremendously. Just there's so many times where I'm going kind of a 1,000 miles an hour in different directions, and we've got our folks in the Big Cock Club that are posting different things, and they're posting. He's like, all right, Brendan M. Just shout out to Brendan. He stays on top of it like nobody I've ever seen. I mean, that dude is the first to post everything. So shout out to Brendan. But and Todd Smith, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. Good looks, my man. Good looks. I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. But it's we, man. When we have successes, it's we. I didn't do it by myself without the love and support of people chiming in. And you guys don't realize too, when you call in and you throw me alley-oops with your questions, and that creates great content. And I wouldn't be able to do this by myself. So I really do appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Elizabeth Ballard, thank you for putting in the order. I just saw it come through, actually, so thank you. Thank you. Again, guys, things are rocking and rolling today with the portal, with recruiting, with different news. The OC search rages on. Yeah, Stog in the portal. It's surprising. Ooh, let's jump to the phone lines here. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. I look. Stop with the whole routine that Carolina's great this year. I mean, 8 wins is pretty good, but come on now. I mean, really? 8 wins?
Did I say Carolina should be in the playoff or ranked in the top 5 or anything? Who said that?
Carolina Gamecock fans are always delusional.
Wait, who are you a fan of? Who are you a fan of?
I'm a fan of the number 1 team in the nation, sir.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, I have no beef with you. I picked Georgia to go undefeated. So I don't know where your energy's coming from, my guy. I mean, I picked Georgia to beat the hell out of Carolina, and I was correct. So I don't know who your beef is with, my guy. I don't know who it's with.
I want to start some beef. I mean, let's get it on the grill. Let's get it cooking.
Right. That's how I know you're a slapdick loser. Like, straight up. That when you go out searching, I'm literally screaming so loud. When you go out searching for the beef, bro, that's how I know you're a slapdick loser. Just straight up. Like, just a slapdick loser. If I'm gonna get in beef to get in beef on purpose, I'm gonna get in beef with somebody who makes it worth my while. Like that. That is, I'm not gonna get in beef with some dude that I don't even. I mean, come on, dog. If I'm searching for the beef, like, bro, that ain't how. That's such a whack way to go about content or about anything. Like, you're searching for a fight. Like, that's something I do not do. I don't operate searching for beef. Now, do I find myself in some every now and then? Like, it happens. And I wouldn't even call it beef, but banter. I find myself in banter, but operating that way, looking for beef. That right there is the guy, I guarantee you, goes out in downtown Athens, has him a couple beers, and he's just looking to punch somebody in the face, looking for a fight. Dude's probably, I ain't even gonna go into more detail than that. Just, yeah, probably just he slugs a couple brews, and he's like, all right, who wants to get in a fight tonight? Like, bro, just sit down, man. Just sit down. You ain't proving nothing, my dude. You ain't proving nothing. You ain't proving nothing, dog. Anyways, love it. That's why I love. Let's see. Okay, our guy Mike Gillespie, by the way, on Twitter, of ABC Columbia, says, just texted with Austin Stogner. He tells me he's entered the transfer portal. Quote, I love South Carolina. It will always have a special place in my heart. I just want to go somewhere a little closer to home. So that is coming from Austin Stogner. Wants to go somewhere closer to home. So, I mean, dude, you just, again, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Yeah, so wants to go closer to home. I got no issue with that. Yeah, got no issue with that. So, and it's by the way, it's no DGD. I see my guy DGD tuned in. Hey, none but love to you, DGD. I don't group fans together except Clem Sucks fans. Whatever. Nah, it's I don't group fans together. So I'm I know DGD's a good guy, a good dude. But yeah. Anyways, yes, we will be in Jacksonville for the game. Yes, cannot wait. Guys, we're going to jump into one final break. On the other side, I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 10 minutes or so here in the Daily Crow. I tell you what, time truly does fly by when you're having fun because today, I mean, it's crazy. It's already 1:50, and I appreciate you all tuning in. Great crowd here on a Monday. Peak per sources season. Peak per sources season. Apparently, there's some Facebook group, Gamecocks Glory Road. Shout out to y'all. I've probably been blocked from it. Who knows? But Gamecocks Glory Road saying they received a tip that Rattler's going, I don't know.
Clemson fan.
What up, man? How's it going?
Not too bad. You know, Clemson's going to whoop y'all's behind next year with Cade in it, right?
Right. Yeah. The next coming of Cade, yes. Mm-hmm.
Y'all just lucky because DJ was the quarterback and now he's in the portal. So just wait till next year. We're going to whoop Tennessee's ass this year, too.
Yeah, the Who's Your Daddy Bowl sponsored by Shane Beamer. It'll be a fun one. I love it. Anyways, the Gamecocks Glory Road site posted a screenshot that apparently some text convo that Spencer Rattler leaving, my friend that goes to USC, has a sorority sister that's close to Spencer. Apparently, he's going pro. So the peak of per sources season, we got sorority folks that apparently have the inside scoop on Spencer Rattler. So I don't know. I don't know. Take it for what it's worth, I guess. I don't know. Everybody's looking for scoop. Everybody's looking for scoop. It is officially official. DJ Uiagalelei has entered the portal as a grad transfer per Max Olson of The Athletic. Let's jump back to the phone lines.
Call from
Brian Lattimore.
Brian, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
I just wanted to let you know, per sources, I just wanted to make this official announcement on air that I've officially entered the transfer portal, and I'm going to be committing to the University of Georgia Bulldogs, and as a in the fandom. And I just want you also to know that I want all the beef. So if you got any beef, I want it.
Okay, this is breaking news. All right.
I just wanted to give
I don't know how to respond to that, Brian. This is quite a change.
So some of these calls are just comical.
They are. they are indeed. I just let it roll, man. TDC is what the people make of it. So,
and some of these calls, times like this are honestly the best times of the year. Things slow down a little bit. You have to kind of soak it in. So.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just wanted to pick your brain on this whole offensive coordinator thing. Mm. So, and specifically, I wanted to mention Dan Mullen. And just kind of, you probably talked about it, but I find it hard to understand why he would want the job. I mean, maybe he's been out of coaching for a couple of years, and maybe he just hasn't gotten an offer that he wants as far as a head coaching and doesn't want to settle for too low of an offer as far as that goes. Maybe he gets into an offensive coordinator back in the SEC, gets the limelight back on him, kind of builds his resume back up again. I mean, that's the only way I can kind of think about this happening. I mean, am I on the right line there? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I think too. I mean, you just never know. We're not inside of his head, so he might be a guy that he's done the whole head coach thing at State in Florida, and he might just say, "Hey, I want to get back into coaching. I want to get back into ball. I don't want the pressures of being a head coach. I just want to be all ball. I don't want to have to worry about fundraising. I don't want to have to worry about building a culture. I don't want to have to worry about everything else, all the pressures that come with being a head coach." So, I mean, maybe that's his angle. Maybe he just sees it as an opportunity to, hey, I can come work with a Spencer Rattler, get him to the NFL, boost my name up even more, and then move on to another big-time head coaching job. I mean, you never know, right? Again, we're not in his brain, but I think there are reasons why the Mullen hire would make sense for both parties. And again, I'd be absolutely excited if he got the job because of his track record with quarterbacks and offense, and I think what he could do, what it would mean too. I think again for bringing a Spencer Rattler back next season, but you never know. You never know. But he might be a guy that he's done the head coaching thing, and things ended pretty poorly at Florida. It was not like some smooth exit. So he might be like, you know what, I'm not really ready to jump back into that world, and I just want to be all ball and just focus on calling ball plays and drawing stuff up in the dirt, and we might be the beneficiary of that.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I get the question I have is, do you think he reached out to Beamer, or do you think Beamer reached out to him?
I don't know. I mean, I would imagine there'd have to be some mutual interest for Beamer to reach out. I'd think so. I'd have to think so, but you never know. I mean, maybe Beamer just rang his line. I mean, again, this is pure speculation. We have no idea. So at least I don't.
Of course, that's the whole reason of talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, I think I would have to imagine there was probably mutual interest if I were to guess.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wonder how long it'll take to them to figure that out. You'd think it'd be sooner rather than later. I don't think this is something they really want to sit on for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to think you wouldn't want to drag it out. I mean, you'd like to think that, signing day is December the 21st. You'd like to think they want to have a guy before that, so you can let your guys know, hey, this is who you're going to be playing for. So that's what I would think, at least.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, Beamer probably has his guy, and we're probably obviously over here with the list, but he probably knows. I mean, I would think that list is very short, and I would think he probably is going to get his number one offer, whoever that is. If Mullen's that guy, so be it. But I think we're kind of the hottest program in the nation right now as far as trending upward. It's hard to believe too many people will be saying no.
Yeah, definitely one of the hottest, no doubt. I mean, I think I think there are some very, very, very good candidates out there. I'll just say that and certainly Beamer's got his list trimmed down, and I'm sure, like you said, I'm sure he'll get the guy he wants. I don't think he'll have a problem doing that. So,
right on. All right. Well, I just want to let you know I'm taking my name out of the transfer portal. I'm going back to being a Carolina fan, and that way I don't want the beef anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll hop off from here and let you have the last few minutes of your show, man.
Brian,
talk to you next time.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Great stuff from Brian Lattimore. Proud member of the Big Cock Club as well. Great stuff. Great stuff. I see. Let's see. We had a comment here. Chad just got on. What's up with Stogner transferring? Our friend Mike Gillespie over at ABC Columbia said he texted Stogner and said that Stogner told him wants to be closer to home. Said he loves South Carolina, but wants to be closer to home. So, that's all we really know about it. And that's what we will go off of. And, I mean, again, it's you never know the situation, but guys want to use the portal to better their own situations. And, in some instances, it's a great decision. It's a great move. And, some instances the grass isn't always green on the other side, but that's why these players, they have to make sure they're surrounded by the best possible, their circle of folks around them has really got their best interest at heart, because it is possible to get bad advice and bad information, and, you do what you can with the information you have, but it's you really have to make sure you're surrounded by people who, again, have your best interest at heart. So, somebody commented and said, my grandma's preacher's mailman knows a guy that once served Spencer some French fries. According to him, Spencer's coming back. There you go. That's it. Per sources. Joey found. What up, P-Dog? Cut on the burners, Stog.
Here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines. Let's see.
All right. You got to at least be more creative. You got to be more creative. Come on, man. Schlap dick. Let's see. I mean, William says, and Clemmy DJU transferring, he's washed up. I mean, William, what is he supposed to do? Just sit on the bench next year? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Stogner goes. Maybe Sat's the tight ends coach at Nebraska. Does he follow him? Does he follow him? Maybe he follows him. I don't know. Guys, what a show today, man. I appreciate y'all. We've hit 2:00. This show flew by today. I really do appreciate y'all again, guys. You know, we hit a major milestone on the merchandise side of the business, and I can't say thank you enough. I can't express enough gratitude. It's wild, man. It's truly wild. And yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Check out the podcast, by the way, dropped this morning, a packed show. We did our postseason award show. We did, talking the Gator Bowl, of course, talking Gamecocks basketball, a packed podcast. TDC rocking all week. Podcast is normal. Y'all already know the drill. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and we will talk to you all tomorrow.